Hello everybody, my name is Hallimar, and to double scale, I have built Snowpiercer's Type A first-class carriage. Welcome one and all to the first episode of my Building Wilfred's Train series, where I work to construct Snowpiercer, Big Alice, and any other train that might appear in the future of the TNT Snowpiercer TV series. Snowpiercer has 12 distinct carriages designed by Alex Nice, and today I've built just one of them. Measuring 130 meters long, 24 meters tall, and about 18 meters wide, this first-class carriage took me about 2 hours to build and about 1 hour to design. I started at the back of the train, which is the easiest position from my experience, creating an outline of one side of the car out of the proper materials. This was probably the most difficult stage, as I had no experience with building with the mods that I used to construct this car. I'll leave the link to those mods in the description. This is also the stage where I made the first outline of a window, along with the first iteration of the trucks. After making the back covering of the car, I would then work on figuring out how I could make the marker lights along the top of the car. This was rather difficult to figure out, as I wanted to make something loyal to the original design, but due to limitations Minecraft gives, this would simply not be feasible. So instead of using a design like this, I used a more embedded design, which honestly turned out quite well with my personal art style for Snowpiercer projects, which also coincided well with the glowstone marker lights on the roof of the car, which were only broken up by the occasional pit or the large single strip of what I assumed be ventilation. After that, I would choose to redesign the wheels, as the previous diamond-like structure just didn't feel like it fit with Minecraft's art style. So instead of the pseudo-circle shape, I simply chose to make square wheels with 4 stairs at each corner to give a sense of curvature. On top of that, I added the guards on the trucks to give an appearance of sturdiness that was loyal to the original design. Using half slabs along with iron trapdoors, I was able to make the car lower to the ground than it would have been otherwise. Using modded and vanilla half slabs was very important to this build, as it allowed me to add extra detail where otherwise would have just been smooth quartz or iron blocks. I would continue the previously made patterns for most of the train, adding windows, trucks, and glowstone where needed. As I said, the beginning is always the most difficult, but the rest is easy once you lay down a specific set of designs that can be copied and pasted across the rest of the project. I did wind up making a mistake during the middle of the construction, as I pasted the second set of trucks too far down the train towards the front windows instead of the middle like it was supposed to be. That was an easy fix. Making the front of the train was easier than I thought. Making the curved slant at the front of the train took a lot less time than I was expecting, and it wouldn't impede any other building towards the middle or bottom of the front of the carriage, which I built afterwards. One of the last things to do that didn't involve copying and pasting was to build the side plows, along with a diaphragm that would connect it to the car head. The diaphragm would be intensely easy, but before that I had to make the plows. I was initially very apprehensive to build the plows, as I had never gotten truly good results from building them. This time was an exception. Using multiple slants of polished black stone, the new plows fit perfectly with the rest of the train, although it would be a wee bit close to the next car once that was pasted in. The last thing I had to do was finish the roof. Although I would have preferred to light up the marker lights individually, I was frankly running low on patience to be a total perfectionist, so I compromised by simply setting a whole strip of glowstone just beneath the inner ceiling, which would give the same effect. I would use this strategy to light up the windows on the outside as well. Once the diaphragm was completed, I would move on to finishing the undercarriage, which would be as simple as replacing air with iron and cleaning up the mess afterwards. And finally, here's the finished project, along with a copied carriage just to display coupling. Thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this car, and I hope that you like the way it turned out. I'll be building Big Alice's engine car next, so if you're interested in seeing that, be sure to click the subscribe button and turn on all notifications, so that way you get notified the moment I stream its construction, or even when I post the summary video just like this one. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.